How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another great set of games in World of Tanks, Xbox One Edition. Once again, I'm going to be in the Tier 8 American light tank, the M41 Walker Bulldog, a special favorite of mine because it is just so fast, it's got decent DPM, an accurate gun for a light tank, and it's just fun to play. It's a little bit difficult sometimes to drive straight without spinning out your own tank because of the speed, but hey, you'll have that on occasion. But this is just going to be another ace tanker game in this thing, and it is just so fun. You already know that it has a 76mm gun. You already know the pen on it. You already know that the armor is shit. You know that the view range, a little jump there, very nice, is 400 meters base. I have a vertical stabilizer on, optics, and vents, just because vents improve everything, and I feel like, while it wouldn't be a complete waste to use a gun rammer instead of vents, vents improve everything, and then along with, if you want to use a premium consumable, which I would not recommend, because this thing has a 1 in 5 chance of being set on fire. Just going to be completely aggressive here and spotting the enemy team. There's a bat chat, and there's another light tank, so I'm going to fuck right off, because I do not want to get double teamed by them, especially both of them being French autoloaders, so that's no good. Try to take a snapshot at the Jagdpanzer? Jagdtiger 8.8. Obviously, I wasn't expecting that to go in, but hey, there's some free spotting damage for 1300 from what I assume was our artillery. Yes. Was it our artillery? I don't know. There was 2 shots, so maybe it was from our mediums in the middle. I don't know. Like an E4 or 5. But he wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know what shot him. All I know is that I got free damage, and that's all I'm interested in. So with the low caliber this gun has, you are going to have a bit of trouble tracking things because it takes 2 shots for you to track people in similar tiers, and 1 shot for them to track you. So it's kind of an annoyance because of the low caliber gun, but it's not terrible, as you do get APCR as standard and heat as your premium round, which you get, what is it, 175 pen for the standard APCR round, and then 210 for the premium heat rounds. High explosives are like 35 millimeters of pen, but they do offer. The alpha on this tank is weird because it's 170 instead of like 115 or 125, whatever the fuck the standard 76mm damage is. But yeah, 170 is great. It's practically an underpowered 90mm, but it aims quicker. So that, or to put it conversely, or adversely, adversely. No, I don't know terms right now, but it can either be viewed as an underpowered 90mm or an overpowered 76mm. Whatever way you want to look at it is fine by me. And there's some more spotting damage. I only need to get 2300 combined, well, 2400 damage combined every game to go up for the 3rd mark of excellence in this thing. I haven't decided whether or not, well, I did say great set of games, so I guess I have decided that I'm going to make this a double feature as well. I say as well because I've already uploaded a double feature featuring this tank, and didn't want to do it again, but it's probably the last you'll see of it for a very long time, so I figured what the hell. 2 double features, why not? People love that shit. I love it. It's convenient for me. I already have 2 videos of this thing uploaded, and when I have both the double features up, technically I'll have like 6. So, yeah, I think that's enough for one tank for a while, at the very least. I don't like going down new lines. I may go down the Kranvan line for the Swedish heavies, just because I want to use that turret against tier 10 TDs and not be afraid that they're going to pen me. A very weird choice for the Sturwaffen trigger to go up there. Don't know what he's planning. I biff a few shots here because I'm an idiot, but I'm going to put 1 APCR round into him, which is fine. He's got a weird, not a weird gun arc, but a weird area of gun depression. He puts a shell into me. I'm not really too sad about it. I still reload faster than him. I biff a shot into the cliff because I'm so good at this game, and then our Artie felt the need to kill him. And then this Artie prematurely fires his load. Ah ha ha, sex jokes. Well, I guess that was just a dick joke. Either way, still funny. Keeping it classy. But yeah, don't know why they already felt the need to take that away from me, but it's whatever. He's dead, not really worried about it. I've got plenty more damage coming my way, and I am stoked on that. So, we're going to go back to this Mauerbrecher, who I contemplated getting this tank, but I really don't like German super heavies, so what's the point of me getting the tank? I could just get several other better tanks. Don't know why I shot there. That was bad on my part. I don't know what his plan is. He's really tall, and for him to hit me is going to be miraculous, miraculous, just because, well, look at me. I go back and forth at the speed of, I don't even know what to compare it to. The new Sonic redesign? I don't know. M12 once again takes that kill from me. Whatever. It's fine. And then the Black Prince goes down. Good for him. And then something really, like, one, great driving skills by me. I'm, like, trying to turn my tank while I'm accelerating forward, and I'm just, like, stuck on that dead tank's corpse, but that's fine. And then, this happens. Because why not, RNG? You screw me every other time, but I'm glad you're still there for me sometimes. So, that's what you'd call a decent game in this thing. Not excessively good, but definitely above average. Especially being a kind of non-spotting map with corridors and little dips in the middle there that you really can't do much on unless you have heavy support from above or all sides. But now we're going to see a match that is by far the best match I've ever had in this thing. And also, the third mark of excellence at the end. And this game is going to be on Highway, the map that has it all for everyone. You got your arty places, you got your medium and heavy places. Heavies normally go to the town while being supported with mediums or just tank destroyers. And mediums like to go to the A1, 2, 3 lines, and arty usually sticks behind the base on both sides. So, yeah, it's got a place for everyone. Oh, and light tanks get the middle of the map because that's where you can spot the most shit. From both sides. It's great. It's balanced. And that is not sarcasm. That is complete sincerity. And once again, it's going to be a tier 10 matchup. Not going to bother me a bit, although I am slightly bothered by the one tier 9 we have on our team compared to the enemy team not having a single tier 9 and just another tier 8. Now that's balance, and that's sarcasm. But my god. Like, I've been in games where the enemy team would have one artillery, and so would we, but they would get an M53-55, tier 9 American artillery, and then we would get a Crusader SP, which is not very well known for its damage capabilities. At all. It can go fast backwards. That's what it can do. That's it. It's like a pew-pew gun, but the projectile speed sucks, and it's just... British artillery just suck, in general. Besides the Conqueror gun carriage, just because of the crazy splash radius, but that's another time. So, when I'm in a light tank, or even a medium tank can do this, you just go in these bushes, you hide your tank, and then you spot as much for your team as possible without putting yourself at too much risk. I wouldn't really recommend doing this as much as for a medium tank, just because you don't have the speed to get out of there in case you do get magically detected like I did there. My ass end was poking out of the bush. That was all my fault. But just, I wouldn't really recommend it. I would stay, if you want to spot as a medium tank, I would recommend going for E5 and just going in that dip of the bridge. But that's only if you have support on the 1-2 lines. If they are all going to the town, do not rush up that far, because that means if you get spotted, god damn it, what am I trying to say here? More often than not, you will get rushed by a light tank or another medium tank, and there's nothing that your team can do to support you because you're too low for them to help. So that sucks, and it is what it is, but as a light tank, I just want this other light tank gone because he is impeding my assistance for my team. Getting another nice little jump there. my tracks get destroyed, I immediately repair it with my large repair kit. Not the best use for that, but it is what it is. And luckily, I don't get track penned there again, so that's good. I did get shot, which wasn't good, but at least I wasn't tracked again, which probably would have spelled my death. So, very unfortunate turn of events here. I'm just going to play it safe, putting free shots into this guy, with him doing very linear paths back and forth through the middle. I don't know why no one else is hitting him, probably just because they can't. Our Artie is in J3. Why? Why? Oh, Artie. And then I biff a shot here because my tank magically decides to not follow my direction in stopping, but instead continues to move forward because I think the game lagged. It doesn't show it in the top left of the moment of it happening, but I'm almost 100% sure that's what happened, and that's just not me covering up for my mistakes. I genuinely believe that's what happened, because I pressed back on the analog stick, and then my tank kept fucking going forward. So, Centurion Action X and E100 in the base, just camping there. Oh look, a KB4. 175 base pen for the APCR is not going to be enough to go through that thing, even in the side, because spaced armor, and Russia. So, what we're going to do is wait till he turns his turret with heat rounds, and lo and behold, we have sudden success. E100, same story. Don't have enough base pen to go through him. Even his side turret is heavily armored, being a tier 10 vehicle. So we're just going to put shot into him. Hopefully ammo racking him. No, maybe that would have ammo racked him. I don't know. But he goes down. I get some free spotting damage because the E4 just dicked on him. And then this shot looks like it goes into the lower plate, but it must have been the upper plate because it does not go through. And oh look, KV4 wants to have another go at it. Well, same story is going to happen, pal. Don't know what else to tell you. And oh look, more spotting damage for me. Oh goody. Oh yeah, look at that damage rack up. It's so nice. But if I haven't mentioned before, this is the best game I've ever had in this thing. And fucking buildings in the middle of nowhere! Like, come on! I wouldn't recommend using Eagle Eye, just because it does block the view range, not the view range, the view distance of whatever you're aiming at. And as a light tank or medium tank, whatever tank you are, it is kind of detrimental to certain situations. And yeah, they need to move the icons a little bit lower. I don't know why they have them where they have them, but it's just not a good place for them. So this Object 277 is going to get tracked. I make a little oopsie play here. I do make sure he stays tracked by putting one into his damaged track, but then instead of backing up and perma-tracking him and damaging him there, for some reason I felt the need to put one shot into his ass end before doing so, and if he had a decent crew on this tank, he very easily could have fixed it in time, but because he's behind a wall, he doesn't have enough of my tank to shoot at. Not even track me. So he dies by the Paladin. Unfortunately, I get that kill stolen from me, but it's whatever. And then I put a finishing shot into the T-54 Mod 1, otherwise known as the Motherland, one of the worst Tier 8 premium tanks in the game, just because of its horrendous horsepower. Well, I guess that goes with mobility. Guns and penetration, and just, I don't enjoy it. It's got decent armor, but meh, not for Tier 10s. So, unmistakingly and unsurprisingly, I get an Ace Tanker medal there for my 6,700 damage combined. Almost top, well, I was going to say almost topping the team in base damage, but that is just a falsity, so I will not continue with that statement any further. So, that's the best game I've ever had in this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed, but before I let you go, feel free to look at the 3 marks on this thing because it is absolutely outstanding. Please feel free to give me a like, comment, and even subscribe to my channel, as it does not only help with the channel, but also my self-esteem. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.